sight that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Straight ahead, it's Wildcard weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New England Patriots. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Pickett. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 41-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Straight ahead is Hall. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Pickett. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around. And I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Boswell's kick is good. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Second down, Zappi. Open man right side, Myers. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And I think this is a round we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Third down, here's Zappi. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he will have a Patriots first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. a first down carry for Harris. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Zappi on 3rd and 2. Open man is Myers. And he will have a Patriots first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. But they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Zappi. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14. That one goes for 24 yards. Clock running here. Under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. Now a give. Running left is Harris. And he goes backwards here. Losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss. 2nd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Gets it quickly out wide to Thornton. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Zappi on 3rd down. Got the connection here to Bourne. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to make it 4th down. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Hall again on 2nd down. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal. On a jet sweep, this is Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Deontay Johnson punching it in from a yard away. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try. And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right? It's anything inside 40. Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves? From the 30 on 2nd down, Zappi. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did. Zappi off play action. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Zappi fakes a handoff, looks to throw it. It's Myers again with another catch. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving. 2 minutes to play here in this 1st half of the NFL playoffs. Harris running straight ahead. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play fake, and now here's Zappi. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Zappi. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. The 20.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Boswell for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Steelers 17, Patriots 3.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
That good for 22 and a first down.
Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
Zappy now on 1st and 10.
He finds his man, complete. That's Myers. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Going play action here with Zappy.
He finds his man, complete. That's Myers. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
But they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Now Zappy. And swung out wide to Harris.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Got his man, it's Thornton.
He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Here's Zappy.
And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Now Zappi. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On the give, this is Harris. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Zappi looks to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Harris. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 19-yard line.
Looking to throw, Zappi. And caught by Henry. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Zappi back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Zappi will try the sneak. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. Harris. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there.
I know they're going through all the possibilities right now, but the truth of the matter is a field goal doesn't do them a ton of good. It'd still be a 2-score game, so to me, go for it. Go for it boldly.
They run for it with Harris. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Looking to throw, Pickett. He's got this to Pickens. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll give to Hall. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Hall again on 2nd down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 57 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Hall again. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. Hall on a give up the middle. Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
He's going to pick up the 1st down and then some. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. Here's a give to Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 down to the 9. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, This intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. Touchdown! T.J. Hockenson, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now up to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. A good start there on 1st down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
1st and 10, Zappi. This one swung outside to Strong.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Off the fake, Zappi.
Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
On 1st down, here's Zappi.
He gets it complete to Harris. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Zappi.
Open man, the tight end, Henry. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Hunter Henry, 33 yards. And the Patriots have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. Big Christian Barmore was there on the tackle.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
All again on 2nd down. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. A give running right is Hall. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Hall again on second down. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Pickett to throw.
And that is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, well, the second half, that's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left.
Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Zappi.
And incomplete on the deep ball. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now Zappi.
It's caught by Mike Evans. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Zappi to throw.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Myers.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
He's back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. The 40, 20, 10, 5. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.